Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Palm Vincent. Today is about extremes because I'm sure a lot of you are extremes. I am an extreme type of person. There's a lot of ways to be extremes nowadays. There's so many causes out there that makes you just want to boycott everything, and it's understandable. But not everyone is extreme, and so yeah, this video is really about you know guiding us through our extremes, talking about raw, being fully raw, 100% raw, about our vocabulary, about how we can turn off people with the way we speak, the way we stop ourselves from enjoying life, from being so strict, and anyway, all these things. So the way we speak, first, I want to say, not everyone is a boycotter. I've noticed this in life. I was a boycotter from ever. I found out that cigarette was bad, so it was no way. It's just like, don't bring this even close to me. I did that with alcohol real quick. I was 20 years old. I did that with, my God, so many things. Pop music. I did that with sports, professional sports. I did that with any big corporations, boycotting Walmart, for example. I was boycotting any brand that was using slaves. I was boycotting anything that I was finding out about that was not perfect. That was just something, or something really bad. There's moments where it was just, oh, it's slightly toxic, so boom, boycott. And anyway, so I've always been like that. I don't know about you. And so yeah, so if people don't boycott to your level, maybe it's just different personalities. So this is one of I do talk about that in my debunking veganism videos. There's a lot of vegans who expect everybody to be vegan. Well, that's a mistake, because not everybody boycotts. It's just not in their personality, and we need solutions for them. So anyway, second thing, your vocabulary. Be careful when you say always, or everyone, or all the time. These absolutes or extremes, and people shut down big time. You probably learned that already. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but eventually you'll learn that talking in extremes is just immature. It's just annoying. So you let go. You just learn to stop talking like that. And so people they're more open to hear what you have to say. Because seriously, it's just a very common thing to judge. People shut down. And an extreme to say an absolute, this isn't judgment. It's saying it is like that. It's in a box and nothing can come out, So it's just not a good idea. And then, so yeah, I've learned to open myself to a lot of things that I used to boycott, because first, people shut down not just from your vocabulary but your attitude. If you have an attitude of boycotting everything, you're most likely to be a hater. Are you a hater? Don't be a hater. That's a judgment again, but it's kind of sometimes can't avoid it, or it's difficult to avoid. But yeah, I used to call I call my old self a hater. I used to boycott everything. It's just crazy. So, I used to boycott music because it was synthetic. For me, it was natural sound, natural music, just perfection, like the birds, the wind. And if you listen really carefully, you're gonna hear. I don't want to say too much about this, but there are people who say that there's classical music, like Beethoven is playing, like this kind of music is playing in the nature. So I never heard that, but some purist fruitarians who did lots of fasting and kind of on their way to breatharianism. Not sure if they went crazy or they actually heard that, but anyway, so I used to boycott music. And then I just decided, is it really toxic for me? Is it really hurting me? And I found out that it's not really. So, and it's good to reject something in your life, generally speaking, but when it comes to you, and you're no. If you're like this, then it's just a shitty attitude to have around people. Just embrace the moment. Just go through it with happiness and joy, and appreciate whatever you can appreciate. Like you can focus on the negative, and or you can focus on the positive. You know, and also if there's love, you're gonna love everything. Like if a little girl comes to you with a drawing, and like a really bad looking drawing, and if you love her, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is beautiful, and that's true. It will be beautiful. So if you just have love, more love in your life, you're gonna be more accepting and more appreciative of these toxic things, you can say. I mean, a little girl's drawing is not toxic, but let's say like some pop music, they say it's programming you. That's the toxic side. It's like, you know, manipulating. There's like some images inside, they say, that are like subliminal. I mean, if you're not exposed to this all year, I mean, geez, once or twice, if it comes around the radio, you're in the bus or something, and someone's listening to it in your party, whatever, enjoy, just enjoy. Anyway, so extremes, they shut people down, not just with your vocabulary, but your attitude. And you're gonna experience life a lot more. There's a lot of great stuff out there. And just appreciate it, just enjoy it for the moment being. You know, if you don't wanna listen to this, whatever, you know, but anyway, so that's my my little point here. My last one is about raw food. Sadly, 100% raw or 90% raw is a huge difference, because if you're 90% raw, you're opening the door to cravings. You're opening the door to a lifetime of addiction. So shut that door, and then eventually these cooked food, these like harmful foods, will become just like paper, like tasteless, like just something you don't eat. And yeah, but it takes like a year, 2 years to become that. You know, it has to come out of your body. Your old habits have to be replaced by good habits. So if you want to quit all that, seriously, like 1 or 2 years, that's what I've always said. And then you are fully raw, and you're no longer in the addiction mode, in the craving mode. You're not gonna binge ever. It's done. Binging is over. If you're cooked food a little bit, you're gonna make space to a little bit of salt eventually, and then a little bit of grains eventually, and then if you go back to grains, you know, then you're back to white rice, and then you're back to eating chips, fried food, and so on. And then you're gonna have to go through a moment of like epiphany, where you're gonna be like, oh no, I need to go back to healthy, and then I quit. All right, I do it, and I'm done with this and this and that. I'm gonna go back to a healthy diet. And then you're going to be 90%, right? Because you don't like extremes. You want to listen to your body, whatever, okay? You don't think 100% raw is that important. Well, anyway. Do you want to be stuck in that binging mode every couple months? You're just like down, you're just going to go in a down spiral, you know? There's some people who maintain a healthy vegan diet, mostly raw. But are they really? Do they really? I mean, comment below if you want, if you're one of those who can keep a steady cooked diet, healthy diet. And what is your definition of healthy? Is it salt? Is it rice? You know, is it grains, period? Is it fried food once in a while? You know, like, nah, you know, so, you know, whatever. Don't lie to yourself. So anyway, comment below if you're one of those. And anyway, that's it for today. And see you tomorrow. Like and subscribe, or in 2 days.